Hey, welcome back to another episode of Queer Millennials Retweet or Delete. I'm Prince Derek.
I'm Sean.
I'm John.
And you already know our standard game. We're going to go into some tweets and we're going to decide if we're going to retweet them, delete them, and then go into some discussion. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Let's get to it. This tweet comes from Tay451062228. And it says, LMAO, gay dudes mad judgmental, but crucify anybody that says anything homophobic. It's mad weird, bro.
It's a retweet.
It's a retweet. It's a retweet. We are Judge Judy when it comes to life, from what I've experienced. But see, just the thing, what this tweet reminds me of is just like it's like family members when you're doing the dozens. Like I can crack on you, but you don't let outsiders crack on your family. You know what I mean? Like if you get on us, like we all can get on your ass, but we can kind of Jones on each other. Is that what this tweet is giving?
But I mean, I feel like every community gives that in a sense. Like the black community gives that, especially the N-word. We could say it to our friend, we could say it to our brother, our sister, but like you don't say it.
Right.
You don't say that. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna delete.
Okay.
Yes. And not for that reason that I think you would think. Just because other people in our community are judgmental, say what they want to say, people have their opinions or whatever, right? Homophobia is like, that's hate. So like, that's not weird to me. That's something totally different. You shouldn't be judging niggas, but at the end of the day, I feel like that's different than homophobia. You know what I'm saying? Judging niggas for their genes is different than somebody calling you a faggot.
But I don't think that's not given the context of us judging people for genes. A straight person could say anything to a gay person. We'll say they're homophobic or that they hate us or that they're afraid of us. When in actuality, they could just be doing the same thing that you're doing and you're using your sexuality as a shield. Now, we can get into that.
All right, so this next tweet comes from SimiSimi87. As a black gay man, a group of straight black men that I do not know sometimes makes me uncomfortable.
That's a delete for me. Y'all are gonna kill me. But when you know your body, you know your body. Like, I'm not uncomfortable around nobody. And it used to be that way. I was uncomfortable for a long time. But I think as I got through high school and met the friends that I met and all of that, I just learned like it's nothing to be uncomfortable about. You being uncomfortable makes other people uncomfortable, which creates that tension. So for me, I've never been uncomfortable around straight people because straight people don't intimidate me. I'm human. I fuck niggas. That's the only difference we got. And if that's all you can talk about, then
that's all you can talk about.
Look, that's all you can talk about. It's true. Yes.
Right. So I feel like that tweet came from a person who has probably had some type of traumatic experience dealing with straight boys, whether they were in high school and they got jumped before, or there's something that triggers them about seeing a group of at least heteronormative looking men, because you never know what are people doing in the dark. I wouldn't retweet that because, like you said, I'm not really intimidated by any person, but that was a very Karen-esque kind of tweet to me. It's just like saying, as a white woman, I'm intimidated by groups of black men walking down the street.
Right.
It's like,
and it's like,
girl, what is it giving? But I get it. There are some people who have that type of trigger or have that type of fear. It sounds like heterophobia. You're afraid of the straights, and you should probably seek therapy or get straight friends that can make you feel more comfortable around straight people.
What this tweet actually reminds me of the like barbershop conversation of like, are you or like being a gay man in like a gay in a straight barbershop, right? Like
in straight spaces.
In straight spaces, like how comfortable are you in those spaces, right? Or like, I'm not uncomfortable, but for those that are not, I can understand why they would feel uncomfortable, because sometimes niggas just like stare or make comments, snide, snicker. And so I don't think it's about also being afraid, but it's like, why would I put myself in a situation if I see niggas are laughing at me?
Oh, having that unwanted,
you know what I'm
saying? Attention and
that kind of stuff. I can get it. It's still a delete for me, but I can understand that.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But we're going to delete that tweet.
Okay, so this tweet comes from Real Keanu Rush, and he says, since a lot of people are confused, let me break it down again. LOL.
Ooh, come on.
Society throws all these terms and definitions on what they feel gay means, when in actuality, homosexual, bisexuality are the sexual preferences. You can be homo or bisexual and not live a gay lifestyle. Okay, so this is a slippery slope. I will say this. I agree. You don't have to live the gay lifestyle.
What is that?
But exactly, that's the slippery slope. What is the gay lifestyle? And this is where we have to look at, the heteronormative sort of ideology that we have. There shouldn't be such a thing as a gay lifestyle. It's just you either fuck dudes or you don't. It's all like for me it's a delete. It's just a delete because I don't think it makes sense. What exactly is so differing about the gay lifestyle that you don't need to live it? And it's also sort of like a fear thing. Like, what are you afraid of with this gay lifestyle? Just say that you don't live your life as a gay person. And if that's the case, then you really need to unpack what that means to you. That's just
to you. First of all, it threw me for a loop because it says you can be gay or bisexual and not live the gay lifestyle. And at the cornerstone, the foundation of the gay lifestyle is having homosexual and bisexual sex. That is the cornerstone of the lifestyle. So if you're still a man that's fucking men, or a man that's fucking men and women, you are living the lifestyle regardless of what you're presenting to other people. That whole tweet, delete it. Because what I feel like you're a gay person gay shaming. That's what that feels like to me. It feels like you're
It comes from such a like an internalized hatred type of place because it's
internalized homophobia.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
A moment. Like, why is that an attack on the gay lifestyle? That's crazy. It's
What do we do? What do we do?
We have more fun. Bitches is mad.
Man. So let people be gay.
And happy, because gay means happy. It used to mean being happy. Gay people were happy fucking people. You know why? They were busting nuts 3 times a day, doing whatever they wanted to do. They were making more money than you because they're happy people. All right, our next tweet comes from Swaggin' Ball P, and it says, "Trust me, I've been there. Being gay and in the black church is a tumultuous place to be if you are not sure of yourself."
Retweet.
That is a retweet.
Retweet.
That's a retweet. It is tough to sit in yourself in spaces that are not affirming of your being. Like, it is hard to sit in a place where you're supposed to be getting closer to your higher power and you have somebody who's in charge of that journey or who's been put in leadership telling you to hate parts of yourself. In the house that has been dedicated to the Lord, this is a retweet.
The church gays I retweet for, because I feel like that's a real thing. I know people closely who've had very strained relationships with their family because of the church.
We don't have enough conversations about why it's so hard. And when you're in an establishment that speaks so highly, especially of men, like if we're gonna really talk about it, let's talk about it. When you're in an establishment that speaks so highly to men, men are very spoken highly of when it comes to the church. It's already hard enough because eyes are already on you. You're expected to have a certain stature, you're expected to speak a certain way, you're expected to do all of these things. So I already have a million eyes on me as soon as I walk in this building. And now on top of that, you all know that I'm gay and I'm here.
Right.
And the first thing that everybody goes to is to point you out. Now it's, you can't be a part of this. Secretly, you can't be a part of this. We're not going to tell you that you can't be a part of this because we're Christians.
Because we know you live in sin.
Exactly.
You're a man of God.
So we're not going to tell you that you can't be a part of this, but we'll secretly push you aside. You have church gays who, choirs, do solos. They sing all of that,
with the songbirds.
And they won't get the solos because we don't feel your voice is right.
Because you can't lead worship because that is that's a position
What?
that's a position of leadership. And how can you lead people in worship if you aren't spiritually well? If you're not in the right position, you're not living an example. And I
think that's such a dark place to look at it. To even how you say you're not spiritually well. And to put somebody in a place where they have to feel like they're not spiritually well because of something that, for the most part, they don't have control over, it sucks. It really sucks.
God can use anybody. I've always believed that. My granny used to tell me, like, God can use anybody. Like, Jesus was surrounded by thieves and prostitutes and liars and murderers and all these things. But you mean to tell me God can't use me because I have an affection towards other men? That I can't go out here and show people friendship and show them love and compassion and teach and carry all these tenets that you say you uphold. You say that because of what I decide to do in my in my dwelling place is a hindrance. Meanwhile, you're a closet alcoholic or you're a recovering addict from a heroin addiction. You're a recovering thief that's a trustee of the church now. You know what I mean? So it's just like the hypocrisy is the part that I didn't like.
Right.
Religion is for other people. Relationship is for me. That was what I took. It's like, religion can be for other people.
Right.
If you need to be at a church every Sunday, if you need to be around these people, if you feel like you need to live up to other people's standards based on the cherry picking they've done in the Bible or whatever sacred text that they use to build themselves up and their lifestyle up, then you do that. But for me, I would rather have a personal relationship with my Creator, my higher being, who will guide me and cut me through all of this mess and get me to the best that I need to be. And I'm hoping that whatever he's given me, his light will shine through me and I'll still be able to complete my mission without all that extra stuff. Have a relationship with the person that got the keys. Because if you ain't got the key to heaven or hell, I don't even care about what you think. Because you can't let me in and you can't lock me out.
I know that's right.
Well, that's it for another episode of Retweet or Delete. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure that you drop comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Follow us on Twitter at QueerM. You can follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Queer Millennial. I'm Prince Derek Doll.
I'm Sean.
And I'm John.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.